admissions related question coming in, and it's kind of been answered somewhat, but my big concern with looking at a graduate degree is not having an extremely clear picture of what I wanted to do with it. And you know, linguistics, obviously there are so many options and so many different paths, and right now so many of them are appealing. So how much do you look at that in the admissions process? How much do you want students to have a clear idea of where they're going? And with the MLC, since it seems more professionally focused, is there any possibility of then deciding you want a more academic career and going a PhD route instead of profession?
That's a great question. So I would say every year we tend to have a cohort of about 10, so I can tell you with absolute confidence it's a 20% rate that typically go on to a PhD afterwards. So yeah, we definitely do have students who come in and decide that this is what they want to do, is pursue an academic path. And we pretty consistently have had 2 a year that do that. And as for the admissions essay, I would say, you know, everyone who's looking at the applications comes with a different kind of eye, but I think I can speak broadly and say it is exciting when somebody can articulate a path, a place of application, but it doesn't necessarily need to be the or the only. But to hear somebody have a clear sense that here's one place where I can see this being utilizable, this training, and I really can see that this training would position me to be able to do X is kind of exciting. And I think those are the kind of applications that really sing to us. And I think probably 90% of those change, you know. It's rare that the essay that you write is, I don't know, you guys can talk to your own.
Like my prior work experience was all ESL stuff and like working with migrant populations. So I wrote an essay about education and linguistics, but once I got here, that was kind of immediate that I decided no. And changed paths completely. So yeah.
Mine was, I think, actually somewhat on point. When I left the program, I went into naming and branding and advertising, and so my application was on point, but now I do user experience and technology. So, you know, it has changed since then, but I don't think anyone who reads it will come to you and say, you're not doing what you said. Promise.
Yeah, and I mean, I say that I had like no idea what I wanted to do, but in my essay I had a very clear idea of what I wanted to do. And it was one idea of many, and I think that was, you know, for me that was the issue, was that there were so many possibilities that, I mean, I keyed in on language and public policy. And I had actually been looking at public policy master's programs, and that, I mean, was definitely not what I wanted to do. I wanted kind of a broader, like, rather than pigeonholing myself and just studying policy, I wanted to see how I could use language in all sorts of contexts. So, I mean, you can definitely change your mind. I could eventually go into, you know, policy work and whatever, but, you know, you don't, going into the program, you don't have to think like, oh, this is what I'm going to do, and this is what I'm going to do after. And I think also your choice of classes and what you choose to write your papers on really helps guide your thinking, because it's what you want to study. When you kind of like figure out, oh, I've written 3 papers on this one topic, maybe that's interesting to me, like maybe that's what I should be pursuing. And so you might go into it with one idea, but then over the course of your program, you'll figure out, you know, oh, that sounds good for me.